Back to the grind, day 3. Thanks for stopping by. We're going to recap how things went yesterday, things we learned, things we're going to talk about posting for sale today, and maybe get to know myself a little bit more. So, thanks for following along, guys. Hit that like button. You don't want to miss, tomorrow's episodes, future episodes. We're hoping to bring this from zero to a full-time business. Thanks for following along. So we're going to jump right into it. We had a sales goal. If you remember, we're trying to hit $100 a day, primarily in the sports card lane, but we also have just a bunch of random stuff kind of around the house that we've been wanting to get rid of that's just been taking up space. So we're kind of mixing in that stuff to start out with as well. That way we can gain a little bit of momentum just on getting things posted. Maybe gain a little bit more momentum in the eBay bank so we can kind of level up and buy more expensive sports cards to start flipping and all that good stuff. So $100 a day. Day 1 we were successful. We had $103. Day 2, not so much. So highlights from yesterday. We actually were close. So I'll show you our little. We did tweak it a little bit. So day 1's sheet up there, get to $100. We did it. Day 2, get to $100. So we were +3 on the running totals. We were so close to 75.57. We didn't get there though. So we did do a lot of good things. So we do want to build off that momentum and stay positive. It's not always about necessarily the sales goals. I think it's really about being consistent, guys, and doing the right things, right? So 1, we need to get more things listed on our website. 2, we need to get more people to know that we're selling and just get in front of people. So things like making this YouTube video, sharing it to Twitch, just talking about it to people that we run into. These are all things that I think are going to help just organically grow our eBay store and our sales efforts. So don't get down if you don't hit your sales goals right away. I'm not going to. We're going to have wins. We're going to have losses. And, we can't go like this with our moods and with our motivation. I think the biggest part is just to stay focused and be consistent. So big wins from yesterday. We had 998 active listings, I think, as of yesterday after we had some stuff sold. We got everything shipped out, same day turnaround like usual. We listed 40 new items. I think it was roughly only about $200 and some worth of stuff. So that we definitely need to see in upcrease or uptick in the amount of total money we're listing per day, because we know that only a small percentage of that is going to sell, right? At least right away. We did get our new YouTube video created, our new Twitter post. Didn't gain as much traction as day 1, but we're going to continue to do this and hopefully just get a little bit more engagement every day. So we also did make our first card sales. So I said we hit 75.57 yesterday. We sold some Terry and Arnold cards. I actually hit up an old contact that I have on X that used to buy some cards, and I said, hey, I'm going to do this again. I know you're interested in this guy. We found a couple of his cards laying around, and we've got a pile started for him now that going forward we'll just kind of continue to stack and set aside. So we sold 4 cards to him, and then we continued to build on the Nintendo Switch sales. 3 more games sold for $71.57, and then that also they took advantage of our 20% off coupon, so that coupon did help move some stuff. 38 total cards listed. We got the Ed Sheeran CDs listed. No movement on those. We did get them on Facebook as well, and we got that kid's drum set up like we wanted to. So we hit our goals outside of making the actual money. We just need to post a little bit more in, I think, total volume to get things going. So no shipping this morning. We did that yesterday and just got it out right away to get it off our plate. I think every day we should kind of, hopefully anyways, plan on just blocking out time to knock out that shipping though. All right, guys, so I'd like to show you a little bit of the photo area now and just things that I kind of use to take pictures and things that have helped me. Feel free, please, to provide any feedback for things maybe you guys use, things that could help my processes maybe go quicker, things that you guys want to see. So I'm just kind of trying to show you what I do, but I'm new to this, and the more people we have kind of just providing information, I think the better for the community. So things that I use, a photo box here. There's a cheap photo box that we got off Amazon. It's got just that light there. You can go up or down with it. I think that's been super helpful for taking pictures of sports cards. I got these little plastic inserts here. We put them there, and I'll show you kind of how that looks with a sports card. So we put the sports card on it. We can get the different angles. Really nice to be able to take pictures of our sports cards. Everything looks nice and clean. We use these different, it comes with a bunch of different inserts and colors. I use the whites and the blacks actually to reflect like your prism cards or any shiny silver cards. Different backgrounds when you take pictures, the light reflects off them and it really kind of changes the photos. So if there was a takeaway for myself that I've learned from taking photos, it's to have something for that reflection to kind of hit back off from. So I can show you more another day in more detail how we do that process, but the photo box has been absolutely obviously we use a laptop, we use a cell phone. Cell phone's going to be primarily what we take our pictures with. We just got this printer recently. It's the Fujitsu 7160. So that's something we're going to be playing around with today. We've got this set of Donruss 2023 football. We bought it for, it was fairly inexpensive. I don't remember. We bought it last year. Last year. And we're going to test out the scanner. So the scanner should be able to do, I think, like 60 cards per minute, front and back, and supposedly not damage the cards. So we're going to find out. Stay tuned on that. We'll let you know how it goes. We're going to start kind of this pile here. We've got some Browns and Patriots. So just very basic base cards. We did talk about trying to increase the amount of total money that we're listing each day as well. So these base cards aren't going to get us there at, $1.50, $2, $1 a piece, whatever they are, unless we do a lot of volume. So that's why we need to get the scanner involved for some of these cheaper cards, just to get the quantity up that we can list in a day. But then we've also got to focus on some other things as well. So we're going to list some of this stuff that we just kind of have from our personal collection. So this is a bunch of different Vikings autograph stuff. We've got a Kevin Williams autograph JSA certified jersey. We picked up at a card show a couple years ago. We got a Jordan Addison Flash signed mini helmet that was from his rookie year. So he'll be back from suspension here soon. And then just various Vikings players, some Panini points. I really like that Harrison Smith. So these are just cards that out with like a personal collection, and I don't know. I think I'm going to collect a little bit more strategically now and kind of want to start from fresh. So we're going to get those listed, try to get us a little bit of money coming in and a little bit more movement on our eBay store itself. So those are some of the tools that we use that I think that would be helpful for you guys to, use yourself if this is something that you're starting to think about wanting to get into. And like I said, if you have any recommendations for me, please let me know. So, get to know you section, short period where you guys get to know me. Feel free to ask any questions. I got into sports as a young kid and always really been a fan of every sport. I played football, basketball, softball, wrestling. I actually ended up in college on a wrestling scholarship. That's where I met my wife. And I've just always been really involved in sports and cards. I started collecting cards from a really young age. And, life got busy. Obviously, that was something I did as a kid. So my career kind of took me into sales. I started from the bottom as a temporary help with, a small company and ended up being a sales rep for a couple Fortune 500 sales companies and kind of traveling across the country doing sales for other people, making them money. And I picked up a good set of skills and I want to kind of continue to build off that. But like I said, more in the sports card lane, hopefully I mean, maybe in the Nintendo Switch lane, the way things have been going, but that's a little bit about me. Came to be from a young age, kind of following my passion for sports, and here we are today. So, um, we went over today's listings. We showed you guys what worked well yesterday, what we're going to kind of focus on today. We've got our here running total, get to 100. We're getting the Addison helmet listed, the Kevin Williams, some football. So, day 3, let's go. Get them sales up, get some momentum going, and biggest thing is stay consistent. Believe in yourself. Not every day is going to be a win, but our attitude can be positive. So thanks for following along, guys, and we'll see you tomorrow. Hit that like, subscribe button. Hopefully help us increase our following, increase our eyes on our store. And if there's any players or teams that you guys want to see, let me know. I've got a lot of overstock of really kind of inexpensive cards, and we'd love to just get a little movement on them. So thanks for staying. We'll catch you next time. Bye.